My buddy is here. Chris Abel pops in for conversation. Real Chris Abel online for all the things real, as in REAL. KRISABEL, because, hey, he's unique and different. His name has to be too. Welcome to the show, Chris Abel.
All right. Great to be here.
Okay, let's get started with making friends in Canada.
Yes. So a new social network is going to be launching this fall in Canada called Gander, gander.ca. And it's Gander as in the goose, because what is special about this particular network is that because it's 100% Canadian owned and uses Canadian resources, if you go to their website, they actually have Canadian geese splashed across the page. The promise is that it's going to be better or more immune from the kind of influences that have destroyed other networks like Twitter or TikTok, where you have the influence of other companies that get involved, or you have problems in terms of censorship and hate speech. That this company, being Canadian owned, is going to do a better job of maintaining their independence and being able to maintain the kind of sifting of content and protecting it and making sure it's a better experience for anyone that's involved. I will say, however, that it's not the first time that a social network has launched in Canada, not even close. All the ones that have launched over the past, I don't know, a decade and a half have all failed spectacularly. It's not something for which you see a lot of great success in Canada. When we did App Central, it was something we got sick and tired of people telling us, hey, we've got a new social. Yeah, that's nice. I also am not sure that even within Canada, a lot of Canadians want to attend a network that's just for Canadians, let alone anyone outside of Canada, which is kind of what you need for a social network to really take off. However, I will cheer them on in spirit and hope that when it launches, you can go to gandersocial.ca this fall, that it can do what the rest of the networks have not been able to do.
I hope they can. Although, is the Cobra chicken really the animal? I'm thinking more fuzzy moose.
I totally agree. There's a lot of other animals in Canada that are especially known for being social. Canadian geese, especially down in the States,
not social.
Are kind of known for being very hostile and aggressive. So we'll see what happens there.
Beaver social? Huh?
Yeah.
Maybe that's the wrong kind of website. I don't know. That goes maybe the other way. Okay. Built in Canada, social networking. I'm all for it. I wish them nothing but success. I'm not sure they've picked the right animal. Chris and I on the same page for that one. Okay. We had a big conversation about water on the show a couple weeks ago, Chris, because I know you listen to all of the hours of the show because you love it so much.
I try.
We had a conversation about water and what we need to know about beach water in Canada, that it's not always the greatest. You're kind of doing the same thing here in this tech bit, except it's not the water, it's the beach.
It's the sand. It's the beach itself. And so this summer, a company called Serial Cleaners has partnered up with Ontario Parks, and they've launched a new robot to help try to clean up the beaches here in Ontario. And so what we're talking about is a robot that's the size of a small tractor that has tank treads on it. And it goes from one beach to the next within the Ontario park system. And this beach robot has the ability to be able to suck up the sand and sift through it and remove litter and detritus and plastic and particles like that. It can do 3,000 meters of sand per an 8-hour battery charge. And so it's going to be touring the various parks and to be able to try to help clean up the beaches over the course of the summer. Now, a lot of our friendly news partners and outlets have all been reporting this as being the first robot beach cleaner in Canada. And I'm here to tell you it's not. Back in 2016, I actually joined up with Erin Kennedy, also known as the Robot Girl. And she had tested out a robot design of her own that she was championing at the time. It was something that you could download 3D print using bio-friendly plastics, take it to a beach, and it would go around and help clean up and pick up a lot of the litter. She also determined that the best role for the robots is to sift through the sand to pick up the smaller particles that human beings can't. And that robots, therefore, can do a great job of promoting the fact that you can get people to kind of pick up the larger pieces that can actually be used. And it's wonderful to get that kind of campaign. She did find, as I often found, that with these kinds of causes, people who are into environmental causes tend to be very suspicious of those of us in the world of tech. And so she had a great chance to be able to go out and talk to people and try to show them that, yes, no, people in the world of tech, we can play our role as well. I asked her, I said, do you have any advice for anyone who's not into tech, who's not into robots, as to how they can participate and help clean up our beaches? And I know that she offers some tips. And so we've got a clip of her talking. Have a listen.
Environmentalists can sometimes be scared of implementing new technology into their effort. Here in Canada, the WWF runs a program called the Great Canadian Shoreline Cleanup, and that brings together volunteers to help collect shoreline debris. See if there's a cleanup happening around you. If not, then start one. If you're just strolling along the beach and you notice a lot of debris, do a 2-minute sprint and collect as much debris as you can.
I like it. I think that's great. I think it's so important. Can I vent for a second, Chris? A non-tech vent. So I think this is great. Canadians need to grasp two things for the environment. That's it. Two things. Number one, plant trees, let the grass grow, let Mother Nature do its work. We got lots of land, we got lots of trees, it's doing its work. Yes. The other thing we need to do, take care of the water, get the plastic out of the water, and make sure we protect the water. It's our other biggest resource. That's it. Protect the water, plant the trees, move along, be more responsible, recycle. That's it. That's all Canadians need to figure out. And if the beach cleanup and all these things are some of the most important pieces to protect our water. And so, yes, I will always support the clean water and the beach cleanups. And if there's little robots that are cool that go and get it started,
yes,
pick up a cigarette butt, move along.
By all means, everybody listening, you can visit Great Lakes Plastic Cleanup.ca is one cool website, as well as lakeshorecleanup.ca is another cool website to check out. You can participate, you can help.
All right, there we go. Okay, next on the list before we're done, smart glasses. We saw the Ray-Bans come out. Is this the same kind of thing in the next level, or is this a different brand new glasses?
It is the same thing. So Meta, owned by Facebook, has been the most successful company to market smart glasses. You know, as we all know, Google spectacularly failed at that. But what they've been successful with has been a pair of Ray-Ban glasses that have built-in cameras that can take photos, record video. Now, the next generation is what they're launching, and this is designed for people who are very active, who are into athletics. And so for this summer, they're launching a new pair with Oakley. And Oakley smart glasses, they're going to be more durable. They're going to be water resistant. Not only can they record longer video sequences, but they actually can do live streaming. So if you want to go run a marathon, you can actually have your glasses on and stream the entire marathon online for people to follow. It's going to launch on July 11th for $680. It's capable of recording 3K video. So we're talking about a huge upgrade here. And then later on, they're going to have some smaller different frames that are going to be over $500. So the price will go down. But coming this July, built for action is how they dub it. It's the next generation of Meta's smart glasses, this time with Oakley rather than Ray-Ban.
So as the radio guy, if I can offer my perspective, Chris, no offense, the best thing about these glasses is they actually have like the AirPod style speakers in the arm. So you can listen to the radio with your glasses on, says the radio guy.
Now, I've heard this from a lot of radio guys. Aaron Rand at CJAD, when we first talked about these, when they first came out, he flew to New York and bought a pair because they weren't available in Canada yet, just because of what you just talked about.
Yeah. And this shape of glasses, by the way, my son has this style and they look really good. Okay. Real Chris Abel, get him online. He shares this stuff out. Get in touch with Chris and follow along. Great stuff. Thanks, Chris.
All right. Thanks, Karen. Take care.
I love learning the new things with Chris. Every week at this time, we get to learn the new things, the new tech things.